Hey Crafter, DM Scotty bringing you another project today. This is a pretty cool project. I know I say that about all projects, but this one is pretty cool too. It's a really easy way, another alternate way to make torches, torch posts, and also I'm going to show you torch stands. So let's go to the table and we'll start crafting those easy torches and stands. So here I have some toothpicks, and these are toothpicks, the sandwich toothpicks with cellophane on the ends, right? You see I got some blue and orangish colors, and I'm going to use these as the basis for my torch. I got these at the dollar store, this pack at the dollar store for $1, okay? So now I got my toothpick with the cellophane. Here I've got a bunch of them, and I really like that on the end. It really looks like a fire if we can doctor that up a bit. So what I'm going to use is yellow, a nice bright yellow, and a red, and I'm going to water the yellow down a bit and put it on the toothpicks, and then the same with the red. I'll put that on there too, but I'm watering it down. I'm not putting it on full strength. Now I'm going to use a black and a dark brown, and I'm going to put around the where the fire meets the torch. I'll make that a little bit black, okay, so it looks like it's kind of burning there. And then I'm going to use the brown to fill in the torch. I'll just leave the end undone. So now I'll start putting them on this tray just so they won't stick to the paper. Okay, so I'm just painting these torches brown, and I'll just lay them there to dry, and we'll be all set. So I want to take this, and I'm going to measure it. So I'm going to measure 1.5 inches, and that's where I'm going to cut the torch off. Okay, so I'll have a flat bottom instead of a pointed bottom. Alright, there we go, they're all set. Now I'm going to detail them a little bit further with a tan. I'm just going to water it down a bit and just kind of go on those torch posts there. And I'll just do the same to all the torch posts. So just to give some variation in color. And there we go. So now I want to do some holders for these. I'm going to use my washer technique. So get some washers out, and I'm going to use 6 of these. So I will use my hot glue gun, and I'm going to glue them to the paper just to hold them down. Okay, so you guys have probably seen me do this technique before. Just fill in the washer. Alright, so it doesn't look just like a flat washer there, so it looks more like ground. And then I'm going to go around the washer, kind of taper it. So they kind of taper the edge, and this will firmly stick it to the paper, but you'll see what I'm going to do here next. Okay, so I got that all detailed around the edge, nice and varied, so it doesn't just look like a round washer. Now while these are glued to the paper, I'm going to use my craft goop, and I'm going to glue some beads to these. These are going to be the stands for the torches. Okay, now I like these stands because I'm doing some primitive. I want to do some primitive torches, and I'm using these beads that look kind of like native-y looking. I don't know if that's a word, but I used it. Okay, so now I'm going to glue these round beads to the washers here with the craft goop. And you see there's that hole in the center where the bead would go through on the string. So now I'm going to glue the second part on top of that. And I want to make sure that that part is open. So I'm using the toothpick. I stuck it in the top to make sure that it's clear, right? Because I want the torch to be able to go in this vessel. All right. So I'll just just assemble all these, and then the same. I'll make sure that that top is clear. And now that they've dried, I'm going to remove them from this paper. Okay. So I'm just going to cut them up a little bit with the scissors, and then I will just essentially just rip them off the paper. Okay, there's going to be some stuff left. I'll just cut it off with the scissors, and I'll have a nice tapered base there with weight from the washer. Now I spray painted these base black, flat black. I'm going to use a dark brown wash, and I'm going to wash all these with the dark brown. So I'm making sure that I get the base also, as well as the torch holder. So Getting a lot on my hands, but hey, it washes off, right? So those are all ready and dried up. Now I've got a kind of an earth brown. I'm going to use that to do the base. Just a little bit of a different brown there, and I'm going to use this kind of coffee to paint the holder. Now that's dried up. Now I want to use a metallic black, and the reason for this is kind of looks like a lacquer that's on the wood, and I like that technique. All right, there we go. So we'll let that dry up. So here we go. I have a village set up with our nice torches, and I think they look really great. So our adventurers come in, and let me show you the scale to these adventurers. So there's the adventurer standing next to it. The perfect scale for these adventurers. Okay, I'll give you a closer look. The torch holder and the torch looking really great. I like how the light really goes through that cellophane and makes it look kind of luminescent. Then, you know, we got the nice torch holder, fits right in there easily. So let me show you one last thing I did with these. I think is a really fun idea. We'll move Mr. Roderick up here, and I could pull the torch out of the torch holder, and the character could hold it. So you can see here I have a base for the torch, and basically I just took a small washer and some hot glue and glued it to that, and then you can put it right next to the character and they can move around with it. You can kind of simulate that they're holding a torch, or you could even just put it on their base. Like the base is small on the torch, you could just do that if the character will fit on the character base. So there we go, there's our easy cellophane torches. Hey crafters, I hope you find these vids helpful and informative. If you do, make sure you share these vids with your friends. Also, we have a Facebook page and a forum, so make sure you join those if you're really interested in this kind of crafting. There's all kinds of ideas and techniques on there. And make sure to give your old Scotty a like if you did like the video. And last but not least, go forth and craft!